In a renewed show of compassion and responsive leadership, the Yobe State Governor Mai Malabuni has approved an additional round of truckloads of rice and other essential food items to vulnerable households across 17 local government areas of the state as part of the ongoing Ramadan support initiative. The food distribution exercise complements the existing daily Ramadan feeding centers previously set up by the administration, further demonstrating the government's commitment to alleviating hardship and ensuring that vulnerable families can observe the holy month with dignity and comfort. Governor Buni's people-centered approach is once again evident as this additional support underscores his commitment to standing with vulnerable groups, especially during this spiritually significant period, which calls for compassion, generosity, and collective prayers for a better, more peaceful society. Executive Secretary of Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, Mohammed Goje, joins me now to tell us more on this. Mr. Goje, are you there?
Yeah, thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us. Can you walk us through the scale of this additional Ramadan support? How many households are expected to benefit from the 17 local government areas?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. This Ramadan package is a continuous support as directed by His Excellency Governor Labuni. And this is not the first time. Every festive season, Ramadan, Christmas, end of year, vulnerable communities were being targeted to be supported so that to cushion the hardship they may undergo during these seasons. And of course, we do our response based on the available data, the inclusion criteria, and who are the most in need. We prioritize pregnant women, the elderly, the single mothers, the single women-headed households, and so on. And most importantly, persons living with disability during this season. And we decentralize the response in such a way that it will reach beneficiaries on time. That's why, apart from the feeding centers, as instituted by His Excellency, trucks, lot of food items, rice, and other condiments are being moved to other LGAs to support communities across LGAs. But above all, we're also going to roll out support to groups and associations who have shown concern and also interest in tapping the support we have been giving in, and will complement what they have been doing during this festive season.
How is the agency identifying and verifying vulnerable households to ensure the food items reaches those who really need them?
We have our data that we use, the vulnerability score, the inclusion criteria, and above all, we also have a feedback mechanism where our response is very open. So for people that we assume or our target are targeted and the target has not reached them, they can reach out to us through our call lines and feedback mechanism, through our community volunteers to raise their concerns. But most importantly, before the distributions, all the data is being disseminated to the grassroots level so that people should know that certain amount of items, food item is coming to you. Your phone number, your house detail is being documented, and that will be distributed directly to you. But then we are also using community leaders, religious leaders, community stakeholders to make sure that distribution is not one-off, but it goes from the state level to the LGA level to the community level. But of course, we cannot reach everybody, but we'll make sure that the most vulnerable that are identified have received the item within the time frame.
Okay, beyond Ramadan, what longer-term humanitarian strategies is the agency considering to support vulnerable communities in Yobe State?
Yeah, beyond Ramadan, we are looking at the empowerment aspect in terms of agriculture. Yobe is an agrarian society, and His Excellency Governor Buni has over the years been empowering farmers with mechanized farming in a subsidized rate. And beyond that, we are looking at empowering our community, vulnerable community, especially the IDPs, with soft and unconditional loans. Recently, we did one in Pochiskum where a lot of households were being supported with over 300,000 naira as a non-conditional loan grant. We also did in other IDP communities where over 250,000 naira has been given to IDPs to start small holder business and backyard farming. So these are the sustainability mechanisms. We also advocated for WAP and other organizations with the funding shrinkage. Let them look at opportunities where instead of giving food to our IDPs, let them start looking at constructing roads from farmlands to markets so that IDPs can go and farm and bring their farm produce to the market easily. So these are a new innovation we are going into, not just giving them food. We will be exiting the giving food ration. Government will take ownership, while bigger projects, empowerments, mechanized farming, soft loans that are non-conditional will be given to especially female-headed households, single mothers, IDPs, and other vulnerable communities.
Okay, Executive Secretary of Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, Mohammed Guji, thank you for coming on TVC News.
Thank you very much for having me this day.
Okay.